What's good? What's good, my peoples? What's goody? So let's talk about this, right? The fight the world want to see is salute to the shot. The fight we want to see is Gervonta Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, right? That's the fight that makes sense. It's a no-brainer, right? It should be automatic at this point in time. It's a no-brainer, right? And there's some things that's being said that causes me concern, right? And again, it should be automatic. As a replacement, Shakur Stevenson replaces Lomachenko, right? As Lomachenko swept the rug from underneath Gervonta Tank Davis' feet. We should automatically be in a position where we getting Tank versus Shakur Stevenson, right? Like that should just be automatic, right? And the things that are being said to me is concerning, right? Because when Lomachenko was negotiating with Tank, I didn't hear anybody talking about what Lomachenko was and was not worth. I didn't hear anybody saying Lomachenko better not price himself out. Lomachenko better just take what we offering him, right? I didn't hear these types of sentences put together when it was Lomachenko. And now let me explain something to y'all, right? Because again, the sport of boxing is the Wild Wild West, and it's a popularity contest, right? Now, they'll tell you how boring Shakur Stevenson is. They'll tell you that Shakur Stevenson don't sell. They'll tell you Shakur is not a draw. But I'm going to drop a few facts on y'all. We're going to drop a few facts today. Shakur and Loma have the same amount of fights. Lomachenko is 10 years older than Shakur Stevenson, and they have the same amount of fights. Lomachenko has 18 wins, 3 losses, no draws, 12 wins by way of knockout. Shakur Stevenson, right, is 22 wins, no losses, no draws, 10 wins by way of knockout. Lomachenko is not brutally knocking out anybody, right? Lomachenko, he went through a stretch where he was considered no Moschenko, where he was frustrating his opponents until his opponents quit. No Moschenko. He's 10 years older than Shakur. They started in lower weight classes, one another, right? And he only have 2 knockouts more than Shakur. So where's this over excitement for Lomachenko? Because they told you he's the Matrix? Right? Okay. Another thing is, when Lomachenko fought Devin Haney, that's his only pay-per-view. What other major pay-per-view events did Lomachenko do? Him and Tio wasn't on pay-per-view. Not that I remember. So what pay-per-views did Lomachenko do? Because we have this misconception that Lomachenko is a bigger draw than Shakur. Based off of what? Because when Lomachenko and Devin didn't sell, y'all said that Lomachenko was the B side, the A side, but then when the fight, quote unquote, didn't sell well, only did 150,000 pay-per-views, then y'all said Devin Haney is not a draw. Y'all placed the blame on Devin Haney for the sales being low, but not Lomachenko. But you said Lomachenko is a superstar. Daryl Thigpen said, Blue, please stop, dog. Okay. I don't mind cooking you. You said, please stop what? You dudes are... Hey, man, the sport of boxing can't get no more sillier. You fans are in the sport of boxing are absolutely silly. You said, please stop. Please stop what? I just gave you all facts. What did I stop it for? Please explain to me what am I stopping for? You said, Blue, please stop, dog. Okay, tell me what am I supposed to stop? Tell me what I said that wasn't a fact. Tell me what I said that wasn't a fact, brother. Go ahead and tell me. Please explain to me what I said wasn't a fact, brother. Since you said, Blue, please stop, dog. Hood Rich 410, my brother. Did that go through for you? Adam said, man, I thought this was R. Kelly for a second. No, I ain't even gonna respond. Morons are us. Anthony Santiago said Lomachenko got a country behind him. You dudes, boxing has created the most unsmart people in the world. Boxing has created the most unsmart people in this entire world. And you people regurgitate nonsense that you was heard. Lomachenko got a country behind him. Okay, show me the proof of what Lomachenko's country did for him. Go ahead, I'll wait. Tell me where's the proof of Lomachenko's country supporting him? Where's the numbers? Go ahead and tell us. You said Lomachenko got a country behind him. Cool. Boxing has created the most moronic people in the world. They do not use their brain for not a split second. So you said Lomachenko got a country behind him, dog. Okay, cool. Where's the proof? Truth hurts. Now, you see this? This is the clowns are us. Now Truth Hurts is talking about he did 150,000 pay-per-view buys. I thought you said that was a low number for Devin Haney. Okay, so when you're trying to defend Lomachenko, now 150,000 pay-per-view buys is a good number. But when you're trying to tell me that Devin Haney's not a draw, then you tell me how low the Lomachenko numbers was. Devin Haney only did 150K pay-per-view buys with Lomachenko. Jay finessed it. Your name says it all. I'm not even going to respond to you. Jay finessed it talking about the politics. You see what I'm talking about? Boxing fans are the lowest IQ fans in all the sports. And I'm sorry to all my peopleizations. I love you guys. But boxing fans are the lowest vibration IQ people in all of sports. They are the lowest. And I don't care what people say. Boxing fans are the lowest IQ vibrated people in any sport in the world. So guess what? They're going to tell you Devin Haney is not a draw because him and Loma only did 150,000 pay-per-view buys. So now I said, where's the proof that Lomachenko countries stand up for him? Oh, he did 150,000 pay-per-view buys. It's absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. It's disappointing. It just turns you off from the sport. It just turns you off from the sport. This moron just said Devin Haney never did 150,000 pay-per-view buys after Lomachenko. Okay, so show me what pay-per-view buys Lomachenko did before or after Devin Haney. I'll wait. Go ahead and tell me, what pay-per-views did Lomachenko do before or after Devin Haney? Go ahead and tell me. Go ahead, I'll wait. What pay-per-views did Lomachenko do before Devin or after him? Go ahead and tell us. Go ahead and tell us. Go ahead and tell us. Truth hurts. I asked you, I'm going to ask you one more time, then I'm going to block you. I'm going to ask you again. What pay-per-views did Lomachenko do after Devin Haney or before him? Go ahead and tell us, Truth hurts. Tell us. What pay-per-views did Lomachenko do after Devin Haney or before Devin Haney? Go ahead and tell us. With his country behind him. Because you said he got a country behind him. So what pay-per-views did he do? What did he sell? Tell us what he sold, Truth hurts. Now don't be quiet now. Don't be quiet now. He got a whole country behind him. So are they putting that to use? You said they got a whole country behind him. So are they putting that country to use? When did Devin do more? Get him out of here. Goodbye. I don't want you here. Goodbye. Goodbye. Now he's talking about what Devin did or didn't do. When did Devin did more or goodbye? The last time I checked, let me dumb this down for the obvious. He said, when is the last time Devin did multiple pay-per-views after that. He did Regis Prograis pay-per-view and he did Ryan Garcia pay-per-view. That's Lomachenko's only pay-per-view. And this dude just said, well, when did Devin do? Okay, so let me tell you something. If Devin Haney and Regis did 10,000 pay-per-views, that's 10,000 more than Lomachenko's. Don't know if you can count. I know you can't count. If Devin did 10,000 pay-per-views with Regis, that's 10,000 more than Lomachenko did. Which means he still did more pay-per-views than Lomachenko. So what are you talking about? They didn't even have the confidence to put Lomachenko on pay-per-view. Oh, but they're going to tell you because he don't want to be on pay-per-view. Because he don't want to be on pay-per-view. So, answer me this. Right? Where is the proof that Lomachenko is a massive draw? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? He's 10 years older than Shakur Stevenson. He has 2 more knockouts than Shakur Stevenson. 2. He has 21 fights. Shakur has 22. He has 12 knockouts. Shakur has 10. Shakur sells out the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. The same way Lomachenko sells out arenas. And they got the same amount of pay-per-views because when it comes to the pay-per-view numbers, y'all blame Devin Haney for the pay-per-view numbers. Y'all said Devin Haney don't sell. Now you want to use now it's Lomachenko's pay-per-view? I think not. AK Crowder, my brother, what's up? I think not. Now you want to try to act like, oh, Loma sold 150,000 pay-per-views. I think not. My IQ is higher than that. You will not. So when it comes to Devin Haney, you want to tell the world that Devin Haney is not a draw. He don't sell. Because him and Loma only did 150,000 pay-per-view buys. Now, to defend Loma, you want to come here talking about, well, yeah, Loma did 150,000 pay-per-view buys. I think not. I think not. I think not. Now you want to try to use it in favor of Lomachenko. Again, like I said, boxing fans vibrate on the lowest possible frequency in all the fans in all of boxing. And they got the audacity. It's like kids. It's like your kids trying to tell you the dog ate the homework. with a straight face. These grown folks come here with a straight face trying to tell you the dog ate the homework. That's what they try to do. That's exactly what they try to do. So now, when it's Devin Haney, as if Devin and Loma didn't fight each other. So when it's Devin Haney, he don't sell. He's not a draw. When we talked about Devin Haney fighting Tank, y'all said he don't sell. He ain't a draw. He don't sell. Him and Loma only did 150,000 pay-per-view buys. He's not a draw. He don't sell. Now to defend Lomachenko, you trying to tell me, well, Lomachenko's a draw. He got a country behind him. He did 150,000. What? He said Devin is not a big draw. Right. So if Devin is not a big draw, then what does that make Lomachenko? Even less than that, right? So why are you talking about that? Why are they talking about he has a country behind him to try to justify himself? Why? How could you try to justify it and say, well, Lomachenko, he got a country behind him? Well, you just said Devin, who got a country behind him. Devin without a country behind him, you said it's not a draw because he only did 150,000. But Lomachenko is a draw because he got a country behind him and he did 150,000? That is the silliest thing you could possibly say. So now we're talking about Shakur Stevenson. Now they're talking about numbers. Shakur Stevenson got to accept these numbers. Right? Shakur got to accept the numbers. Salute to RC, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said some people just can't handle facts. They can't. And they just come here and say and make up anything. Yeah, well, Devin is not a draw. Well, if Devin without a country did 150,000 and that's not a draw, then how could Lomachenko be a draw with a country behind him and he did 150,000? Now make that make sense. Make that make sense. They both did 150,000. One you said is not a draw. The other one is a draw with a country behind him and they did the same numbers? Come on, man. Foolishness at its highest. Foolishness at its highest. Like I said, so now nobody talked about, as a matter of fact, Coach Kenny said Lomachenko is a bigger draw than Shakur because he got a country behind him. Lomachenko ain't doing no pay-per-views without the Devin Haney fight. So if y'all said Devin Haney not a draw, then why they put Lomachenko and Devin on pay-per-view? But they ain't put Tio and Loma on pay-per-view. Oh, why? Because, oh, that's right, it's a global pandemic on. Well, that's because it was the pandemic. Well, that's because it was the pandemic, Blue. Well, that's more of a reason to put it on pay-per-view, because you knew everybody was on. Johnny Cross, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Appreciate you, brother. That's more of a reason to put it on pay-per-view, because you knew everybody was on. Right? Then everybody going to tune in. You know everybody home. They're going to tune in. They ain't got nowhere to go. They ain't got nothing to watch. So now they saying, hey, Shakur better take what he offered. Take what he get, right? Shakur better take whatever they offered. He better take it. Because if not, he's ducking. What? He ain't a draw. He's just as much of a draw as Lomachenko is. Because I've been to the Prudential Center twice when Shakur Stevenson fought there. And I've been in Georgia when he fought in Georgia. And both arenas was packed out. So what are we talking about? He don't sell arenas out. What are we talking about? Shakur doesn't sell. He's not a draw. And Loma is? A man with an entire country behind him? And they doing similar numbers? They got the similar knockouts? Jay Finesse said, no, he's not. What's Shakur's pay-per-views? I'm asking you, what's Loma's pay-per-views? What's Lomachenko's pay-per-views, brother? Tell me. And Devin Haney fight don't count because that was all on Devin Haney, right? Because Devin Haney got to take the blame for it not being popular, right? So what pay-per-view? You said Loma has a pay-per-view track record. How? Where? I know comprehension is not your number one skill, but Lomachenko don't have a pay-per-view track record. How could he have a pay-per-view track record when he don't have no pay-per-views? Because see, y'all said that the reason the fight didn't sell with Devin Haney is all on Devin Haney. So that means Lomachenko didn't take no part in it. So the numbers being low is on Devin Haney. So that means that's null and void. So what other pay-per-views, what other track record does he have, brother? Legend of Terrell Gaming, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Don't let these casuals raise your blood pressure, Blue. LOL, salute. Brandon McGee, my brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He says Shakur is a big draw because they want to see him lose, Blue. Shakur is a big draw because they want to see him lose. Big Q, Qua, brother in the super chat, he said went to pay-per-view for the championship tied to the fight. Lomachenko don't have no pay-per-view track record. These people come here and they make up stories. You can only do this in boxing. Yeah, he got a pay-per-view track record. What? He got one pay-per-view. How does he have a pay? Devin Haney's not a draw with 3 pay-per-views. But Lomachenko's a draw. A pay-per-view got a pay-per-view track in with one that include Devin Haney. Anthony Santiago. People literally walking out of his fights. What are we talking about? Let me ask you a question, not so smart guy. Did those people pay to be there? And were they there? Did those people pay to be there and were they there? Yes or no? Boxing has a lot of geniuses in this sport. Boy, you can't make this stuff up. No, they're definitely not boxing fans. They just say anything. Ain't nobody walking out of Lomachenko fight. How you know? Did they show the crowd? How you know what people was doing? Was you there? Did they show the crowd? How you know? Because they purposely showed the crowd when Shakur Stevenson was fighting? Huh? How you know what Lomachenko did? How would you know? They purposely showed the crowd. They didn't show the crowd with Lomachenko. So what are you talking about? And was you there? See, they purposely showed the crowd for a reason. Because he was leaving. If he wasn't leaving, they wouldn't have showed you the crowd. You wouldn't have known those people left. Now, how about that? Not so smart guy. So how you know what people did and didn't do at Lomachenko fight? How you know that? How do you know that? He said, bro, no one is scared of Shakur. Yet Coach Calvin said he don't like the fight. Uh-oh. Bro, nobody's scared of Shakur, but Coach Calvin said, I don't like the fight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And he ain't say he don't like the fight because he don't like Shakur. He don't like the fight because he don't like Shakur's style. He said he don't like the fight because Shakur don't want to engage. Well, that's up to Tank to make him engage, ain't it? Isn't that up to Coach Calvin and Tank to make Shakur engage? Huh? Ain't that what they said about Floyd? Floyd don't like to engage. Floyd don't like to fight. Right? That's what they said about Floyd. He don't want to engage. He don't want to fight. Floyd don't want to do this. Floyd don't want to do that. Well, when I watched Floyd and Marcos Maidana made him engage. When I watched Floyd and Castillo made him engage. So isn't it up to Coach Calvin and Tank to make him engage? So did he say he don't like Lomachenko because Lomachenko don't engage? Because Lomachenko, he didn't land more than 7 punches in the first 7 rounds against Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez. He didn't throw double-digit punches or land double-digit punches in the first 7 rounds against Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney, which means he was very inactive, which means he wasn't engaging much. Now, was he? Now, was he? Now, was he? If you didn't, for the first 7 rounds for 14 rounds, there's only 12 rounds in a fight today's time. For 14 rounds, Lomachenko threw less than double-digit punches or landed less than double-digit punches in 14 rounds. So how much was he engaging? So how much was he engaging in? That's a whole fight. That's equivalent to Shakur Stevenson and Edwin De Los Santos, right? Y'all complaining about that? Isn't that equivalent to that? That's 14 rounds. Isn't it? Salute to Brandon McGee, brother in the super chat once again. He says, so are you betting on Shakur Blue on records? I've been saying that. I told Tank Davis that Shakur Stevenson, I think Shakur will win the fight. That has nothing to do with it. But I'm on record. I told Tank Davis that. Didn't he go viral? When I told Tank Davis I think Shakur Stevenson will win the fight. That ain't nothing new. I don't hide who I am. I'm a grown man. I told Tank that I think Shakur can win the fight. Ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. But what that got to do with wanting to see the fight? It's still the best versus the best. It's still a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. Now, to the pom-pom shakers, they going to think it's a 90-10 split. Cool. I want to see the fight. I want to see them actually fight. And see if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. If I'm right, I was right. But the thing is, I want to see the best fight the best. Y'all don't want to see the best fight the best. So, when Coach Calvin says, hey, I don't like this fight for Tank with Shakur, because Shakur is boring. He don't engage. Huh? It's your job. Then he said, but it's my job to crack the safe. Right. It's your job to crack the safe. Your job is to close the gap. I ain't never heard Roger Mayweather say, I don't like this fight for Floyd. You ever heard Roger Mayweather say that? You ever heard Emmanuel Stewart say, I don't like this fight for Lennox because this dude ain't going to engage? You ever heard the late great Roger say, hey man, I don't want Floyd to fight this guy because he don't engage? I never heard that. But y'all so quick to use these false narratives. Yeah, well, that's because Shakur is boring. What? What? Somebody do me a favor. Tell me how many knockouts Andre Ward had in 32 fights. He said Floyd was the runner. Floyd got 27 knockouts. Tank got 29. How much of a runner was he actually? Womp, womp, womp. Nice try again. Floyd got 27 knockouts in his career. 27. Tank has 29. Uh-oh. There we got morons or us. Oh, you hating. Hating on what? How could facts be hating? Smart enough. You need to go back to school. Go put him at the kitty table. Go sit in timeout somewhere. Get that man some dinosaur chicken nuggets, a Mott's applesauce. You know, get that man some Go-Gurts. Go sit him at the kitty table. He said, "Oh, you hating. Hating on what? How could I hate? How could facts be hating? Floyd Mayweather has 27 knockouts. Tank has 29. What are you talking about? It's not possible to hate. If Tank is a knockout artist, how can Floyd be a runner? Make that make sense. Use your common sense. Oh, that's right. You don't have none of that. The facts is Coach Calvin said that he don't like the fight for Tank because of his style. That's what he said. He said, I don't like Shakur's style. He don't want to engage. He's boring. That's what he said. So how could I be hating? Or how could I? All I'm doing is telling you the facts. This is what is said. Ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Ah, did I do that? It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. All I want to do is see the best fight the best. They are concerned, regardless of what you want to admit or not. The fact that they said that, hey, I don't like this fight. Huh? Here's the thing. Loma's going to make more mistakes than Shakur is going to make. That's the thing. Loma's going to make a lot more mistakes than Shakur is. He's going to give you a lot more opportunities. He's not defensively savvy like Shakur is. You can say what you want. Because Shakur didn't run against Oscar Valdez. He didn't run against Jamel Herring. He didn't run against Yoshino. We have proof. And furthermore, why would he stand in front of Tank Davis? Now make that make sense. Make that make sense. Imagine this, right? Somebody saying, hey man, Tyson Fury is boring. He running. He need to stand right in front of Deontay Wilder. What? Why would you stand in front of him? Why would you stand in front of Tommy Hearns? Why would you stand in front of a knockout artist? Make this make sense. He's not. Why would Shakur stand in front of Tank Davis? What are you talking? Make this make sense. Did Sugar Ray Leonard stand in front of Marvin Hagler? Did he? Did Sugar Ray Leonard just stand in front of Marvin Hagler? Let me just go ahead and stand in front of Marvin Hagler. Of course not. Why would he? It was a chess match. Let me move, hit, and not get hit. That's what the name of the game is. So we don't hear none of this talk when it's Lomachenko. Lomachenko, we're not hearing he's a runner, he's a track star, he's the Matrix. He's the Matrix. Shakur's a runner. Ain't that amazing? Shakur's a runner. Loma is a Matrix, though. They both got, Loma got 21 fights, Shakur got 22. Loma got 12 knockouts, Shakur got 10. Loma is 10 years older than Shakur Stevenson. He should have more knockouts, right? Since y'all said he's not boring. If Loma's not boring and he engaged, then why then he ain't got no power either. Right? Then Loma ain't got no power either then. I'm confused. Man, you supposed to have that all that movement. Tank Davis is athletic. Tank Davis ain't slow. So to make it seem like Tank Davis is a fight like a flat-footed Mexican fighter and can't catch up to Shakur is ridiculous. So you want him to cooperate so you can knock him out. Man, what are we talking about here? Tank Davis ain't a flat-footed, plodding forward, slow fighter. Tank Davis is athletic. He's explosive. What are we talking about? This dude is super gifted. Don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. 0 sense, man. But everybody likes the Isaac Cruz fight. You know why? Coach Calvin wants the Isaac Cruz fight. You know why? He don't have to look for Isaac Cruz. He likes the Isaac Cruz fight because he don't got to look for Isaac Cruz. Now they're talking about money. What Shakur better accept this offer. Shakur got to accept the offer. When they send Shakur this offer, he got to take it or beat it. What? They don't want Shakur to negotiate. Shakur can't even negotiate? No, Shakur, he ain't got nothing. He don't bring nothing to the table. He has no value. He just got to be happy to be there. Ain't that amazing? Shakur just got to be happy to be there. Just be happy that we're giving you the opportunity. Just be happy we're gonna give you a fight. This dude is a 3-division champion, a unified super featherweight, and the WBC champion. He just got to be happy to be there, and he's undefeated. But Lomachenko, I'm gonna say it like Coach Calvin, Lomachenko brings great value. Why? I'm so sick of we acting like our African American fighters bring no value to the sport of boxing. It's disgusting. Man, I just saw the PBC card for Canelo. Immediately, 4 Latinos going to headline the card. before. Immediately. Immediately. They're going to give us Canelo versus Edgar Berlanga. Then they're going to put Danny Garcia versus Erislandy Lara. So cool. I'm asking for this. Give me Tank-Shakur and Frank Martin and Keyshawn Davis. Can we get that? Can we get that? I'm asking for a friend. Can we get Keyshawn Davis versus Frank Martin and Tank versus Shakur? Can we get that? Because, I mean, we immediately, they give us Canelo versus Edgar Berlanga, and then they give us Canelo versus Edgar Berlanga, and then they give us Danny Garcia versus Erislandy Lara. Now, Erislandy Lara is straight up black, man, but we understand. To the Latino community, right? They catering to it. Can we get Shakur and Tank and Frank Martin and Keyshawn Davis? Can we get that? Blocking it on. Can we get that? That's what I want to know. I gotta get a battery, another battery for the slingshot. What, check out OG? I'm outside. All right. Why Keyshawn don't want to fight Cruz? Keyshawn never said he didn't want to fight Andy Cruz. They ain't trying to make no fight with Andy Cruz and Keyshawn Davis right now. You want me to pull it right there? Okay. Okay. It look good, right?
He was complaining that he didn't know what he was going to do with it.
Oh, yeah, with the bumper, right?
The bumper, it was
yeah.
unfolded. Me and him unfolded together. We both right, boss.
I appreciate you, OG.
No problem. I got you. What's up, Sean? What's up, bro? All right.
Pardon me, my peoples. I had to get OG and fix my slingshot, man. Just fixed my truck. Now I gotta fix the sling. So anyway, they want Keyshawn. I mean, excuse me. They don't mind giving us all Latino fight cards, which I don't got no problem with, right? I have zero problem with having all Latino fight cards. Zero problem with that. The problem that I have is why are we only catering to that? Why can't we cater to we got enough African American or black fighters that we can make an all black card. We got Tank versus Shakur, Keyshawn versus Frank Martin. We could do it. We could do that. We got more than enough pieces to put together to make an all black card. But we like to run with this false narrative that African American fighters, only two of them sell, right? Only Deontay Wilder and Tank Davis, because they get knockouts. Nobody want to see nobody else. But on the contrary, Terrence Crawford has only, the last time Terrence Crawford went the distance, Obama was in office. But y'all said Terrence Crawford is not a draw. He don't sell. Okay, so what is the requirements for selling? I need somebody to explain to me what's the requirements for selling. Because when Deontay Wilder was knocking everybody out, y'all said he couldn't box. Y'all complained about that. Terrence Crawford has knocked out everybody he's faced up until this point. The last time Terrence Crawford went the distance, right? Obama was in office. Patrick said, being a star in and out the ring. What makes Tank Davis a star outside the ring? Because he don't even talk outside the ring. So what makes him a star outside the ring? What makes Tank a star outside the ring? I'm asking for a friend. What makes him a star outside the ring? Jay said, what he do for the people? Do y'all know how much Terrence Crawford does for his people? I just was in Omaha. Last weekend, I was in Omaha. And the whole city came out for Terrence Crawford as for his send-off. The whole city, cops, everybody came out for Terrence Crawford. The whole city. The whole city came out for Terrence Crawford. So what you mean, what he do for the people? Terrence Crawford take care of everybody in his circle. So I'm asking you, what qualifies you to be a star? What's the requirements to be a star? I'm not saying Tank don't do it, because he does. Oh, man. Oh, they made sure they interrupted my stream till they pushed enough people off, didn't they? They made sure they interrupted my stream to make sure they pushed more than 400 people off, to make sure they got as many people off as possible. My connection said excellent. My connection said excellent. They made sure they interrupted my stream enough to push over 400 people off there. So anyway, oh man. Hey, AK, my stream says, my connection says excellent. Yet it says it won't connect. And then they pushed off 400 people, and now suddenly it came back. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Now I guarantee you that 400 people won't find their way back. Ain't that something? So anyway, like I said, so I was saying that what qualifies you to be a superstar in the sport of boxing? Because Terrence Crawford knockout streak is longer than Tank Davis knockout streak, and it's against better opposition. Right? Sean Porter, Kell Brook, Errol Spence. Right? That's just facts. Right? Okay. So with that said, right? What qualifies you to be a superstar? No, it's a popularity contest. Yep, Chris Shields gonna be the heavyweight champ tomorrow. So it's a popularity contest, right? And so with that said, y'all like to pick and choose who you want to be popular because you like said person, or you can relate to that person, or that person's lifestyle. So that makes that person come on, man. That makes that person a superstar. So I'm asking the question, everybody can't be a superstar. Everybody can't be a superstar. It gotta be some, everybody can't be Michael Jordan. Right? Everybody can't be Tank Davis. Randall Broussard, my brother, super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. I gotta keep it real, it's the kids, fam. This generation, if the kids and the youngsters like you, you lit. You dress like them, you look like them, they rock with you. Sad. All facts. All facts. So anyway, everybody can't be a superstar, right? Detroit, BC, what's up, family? Hendrix says, stop hating on Tank. What are you talking about? Go get a job. Go get a job. Why don't you do that? How about that? Go get a job. Do something with yourself. So anyway, we want to see the best fight the best. And it's too much chatter about numbers and money, and all of that is unnecessary. The facts remains is the fights we want to see is Shakur versus Tank. I was more than happy with Tank versus Lomachenko. More than happy. Right? Lomachenko did some nonsense. He did some absolute nonsense. He swept the rug right from underneath the feet of Gervonta Tank Davis. Pure nonsense Lomachenko did. That's what Lomachenko did. He did some absolute nonsense. That's what he did. Lomachenko did some absolute nonsense and swept the rug right from underneath Gervonta Tank Davis' feet. In the fans. See, the fans ain't slick. Y'all like the style matchup with Lomachenko and Tank more than you do with Shakur and Tank. That's why you put this label, well, he's just a runner. He's just going to run all night. Well, cut the ring off. It's your job to cut the ring off on that man. Period. Cut the ring off on that man. You understand? Style matchups. Every time it's an African-American fighter, he's a runner. Ain't nobody saying Usyk is a runner. Usyk is a heavyweight. How many knockouts Usyk got? As a heavyweight. And a cruiserweight. Oh, man, my hood is lifting up. How many knockouts Usyk got as a heavyweight? I mean, come on, man. And then people get mad at Terrence Crawford for exposing the business of the sport of boxing. Man, people talking about, hey, man, Errol Spence went against the grain. You know, Errol Spence dropped the ball. He should have never did that. What? It's about seeing the best fight the best as a fan. Only time the fans should be concerned with the sport of boxing is if they preventing us from getting the best fighting the best. That's it. That's all. What they do with their business and how they spend their money, or what money they receive or don't receive, or whatever may be the case, that ain't none of your concern. These gentlemen ain't none of them revealing their lifestyle to you. Their bank account. Ain't none of them releasing their bank account to you. So if they take a quote-unquote pay cut or go against the quote-unquote elites and the system, so that way they can make the best fight the best, you shouldn't be complaining about it. You should not be complaining about it. If Errol Spence said, hey, you know what? I'm going to take a pay cut today so I can make sure that Terrence Crawford fight happened, well, you should be applauding him. That's it. That's all. He was a man to his word. He gave us the fight. That's it. That's all. That the uppers did not want to give us. Simple. You know how many times people in position of law or power or whatever, advisors and lawyers and all of that type of stuff, they don't do this, don't do that. That don't mean it's right. That don't mean it's right. Yeah, they'll advise against it, right? Yeah, don't do this, don't take this, don't do that. Dude like my truck. So you know how many times people look, they'll advise you against, hey, don't take this, don't do this, don't do that, don't accept this, don't accept that. Yeah, that's their job. Their job is to convince you to it's supposed to be for the betterment, right? Your best interest at heart. So Terrence Crawford tells you, you know what, man, listen. The business, as I told you, wasn't trying to make the fight with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Plain and simple. They had no interest in making that fight. But because y'all saw Errol Spence lose, everybody saw Errol Spence lose. So because you saw Errol Spence lose, now everybody talking about, What the hell's going on my phone, man? So because everybody saw Errol Spence lose. So because Errol Spence lost, now everybody's talking about what Errol Spence, should and should not have done. He should not have did that. He should not have taken that deal. He should not have done this. He should not have done that. He should have listened to Al Heyman. He shouldn't have took a pay cut. But if he took that pay cut, like they said he did, and he beat Terrence Crawford, nobody would be complaining. Nobody will be complaining. Nobody will be like, hey, he took that pay cut. He shouldn't have did that. No. He would be being applauded and celebrated like, hey, he took a pay cut, beat Terrence Crawford. Now look. That's what everybody will be celebrating. Nobody will be saying that he should have listened to Al Heyman. It's only bad when you come up short. Again, he got the most money he ever got in his career for the fight. It was the biggest fight of his career. It was the most successful fight of his career. So how did he come up short? How did he come up short? You understand? How did that man come up short? He didn't come up short. He came up short in the actual fight itself. But Errol Spence didn't come up short. And as I told you guys, they did not want to make that fight happen. I told you guys that. And y'all, these people came up, yeah, Blue stood in the way of the Errol Spence Terrence Crawford fight. I ain't standing in the way of nothing. Let them go. I told you guys that the powers that be did not want to make that fight happen. I told you guys that. And that's the kudos and the tip of the hat to Errol Spence for making sure that he made that fight happen. Because Errol Spence made sure he made that fight happen. That's what he did. Errol Spence made sure, like Terrence Crawford said, they was like, hey, you don't sell this, you don't sell that, you pricing yourself out, so on and so forth. Right? That's up to Errol Spence. That's up to Errol Spence to say, listen, you know what? I'm going to just take this pay cut to make this fight happen. Because Terrence Crawford brought value to the fight. Everybody wanted to look at it and say, Terrence Crawford didn't bring no value to the fight. Right? That's what they want to act like. Terrence Crawford didn't bring no value to the fight. Terrence Crawford brought value to the fight. Whether you wanted him to bring value to the fight or not, he did. And that's it. That's all. Period. And man brought value to that fight. And like I said, here's the thing, right? Everybody wants to everybody wants to devalue Shakur Stevenson. Man, this is a major fight. Period. Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Tank Davis is a major fight. It's a major fight. Regardless if you don't like Shakur Stevenson's style, or Shakur Stevenson is a runner, Shakur Stevenson, he don't engage, Shakur Stevenson, man, come on, man. Oh, Shakur Stevenson don't sell. And Frank Martin does? Y'all talking about Shakur Stevenson not selling, but Frank Martin does? Make that make sense, man. Make that make sense. Hold on, I gotta get my laptop. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Pardon me, people. So this is a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Let's enjoy the fights for what they are. You understand what I'm saying? Let's enjoy these hacks. What's up, Femi? Robert Chandler, what's up? Let's enjoy these fighters. There's different styles. This Kenneth Neal, what's up? There's different styles, there's different matchups, all of that. Robert Chandler said my super chat, Blue. Let me get to it. Salute, my brother. Robert Chandler in the super chat dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, I believe Tank team wanted to get a feel for an opponent with great footwork like Loma to prepare for Kerr Current footwork and angles is what worries them. They rather make their mistakes with Loma first and then perfect it for Curry. I agree, Robert Chandler. I agree. And that's what I'm saying, right? Because here's the thing, right? With Shakur Stevenson, my Egypt piece of blessing screen, with Shakur Stevenson, he's not going to give you the openings that Lomachenko makes a lot more mistakes than Shakur Stevenson on defense. He makes a lot more mistakes on defense than Shakur Stevenson does. By a mile. He squares up. He overextends with his punches. He reaches with his punches too much. Right? Right? What did I tell you guys? What now check this out, Robert Chandler. What did I say to y'all before? I said it's not a coincidence that he's fighting Frank Martin and then Lomachenko. Because they are slick, athletic boxers. And they are southpaws. They give you angles, they give you footwork. Frank Martin and Lomachenko. They're gonna give Tank Davis the best look without fighting Shakur that he possibly can get. Remember, I've been telling y'all that? They give him the best example of what it's like to be in the ring with Shakur without being in there. You understand? So with that said, that makes all the sense in the world. Fozzie E is Ari said, listen to nothing this racist says. Now, in order for you to know that, it takes one to know one. Right? And so, Fozzie, what does that make you? That you can't even use your real name in your real identity. Now make that make sense. Yet you talking about me. Yet you talking about me. You talking about me. Legacy defined, what's up? So anyway, like I said, right? Here's the thing. To me, it undermines Gervonta Tank Davis and his skill set. Exactly, Maya. Hood rich, no doubt, family. It undermines to me at least, right? To me, it says that you are undermining the abilities and skill set of Gervonta Tank Davis. In my opinion. Because I think Gervonta Tank Davis is nothing short of special. He's nothing short of special. But at the flip side, Shakur Stevenson is nothing short of special. Okay, Hood Rich, I got you. I can't do it until I get off the stream because it's on this phone. So, Gervonta Tank Davis is nothing short of special. Eastside Easy, what's up? So when y'all say, hey, this dude is a runner, he's this, he's boring. Well, that tells me you don't truly believe in Gervonta Tank Davis. Sylvester Stanton, what's up? That's what that means. So, Marcus Warren, what's up, family? So here's the thing, right? So here's the thing, Sean Connor, what's up? The thing is that people don't want to give Tank Davis. They are afraid. They are afraid that the style of Shakur Stevenson might nullify and neutralize Gervonta Tank Davis, because regardless if they tell you or not, see, they'll tell you this. See, here's the thing. When you see Tank in these fights with Hector Garcia, with BFM Cuddy, what's up? When with Hector Garcia and he getting outboxed, Frank Martin outboxing him, they outboxing him, right? Y'all see it. Don't let them lead you to believe that they don't see it. They see it, right? So they delusional, because they just enamored with the end results. The end result is that Tank Davis got the knockout, and that's all that counts. They don't care about nothing else in between, right? All they care about is Tank Davis got the knockout. JT's, what's up? Poop, what's going on? Right? And so they know and they see, and they like, man, Shakur, they'll tell you, this is what they'll tell you. Oh, man, Tank gonna knock out Shakur Stevenson. He gonna knock him out. Right? But in the back of their mind, they're saying to themselves, oh, man, if he can't catch up with this dude, because, you see, they understand that Shakur Stevenson has abilities and skill set. No disrespect to Frank Martin, no disrespect to any of those fighters, but they know. They know. LDT Gaming said saying Tank is scared is wild. So let me ask you a question. I didn't say Tank said he was scared. I'm saying that his team don't like the Shakur Stevenson matchup for a reason. They're concerned with it. They are concerned with it. The fact that they told you they're concerned with it, and you still running around flapping your gums talking about, hey man, Tank's scared. They told you that. They told you flat out. Coach Calvin just said flat out, I don't like the Shakur Stevenson fight because he's not going to engage. This is not called Rock'em Sock'em Robots. And Coach Calvin is a historian in the sport of boxing. He knows better than that. So when a person like Coach Calvin says, I don't like Shakur Stevenson's style, pay attention. He said that for a reason. He ain't gonna engage. Did he tell you that Frank Martin don't engage? Did he tell you that Lomachenko don't engage? Did he tell you that? Did he say, hey man, I don't like the Frank Martin fight because he don't engage? Lonnie Davis Jr., what's good? Isaiah Eman, what's good? Because last time I checked, Frank Martin was 18 wins, no losses, no draws, with 12 wins by way of knockout. So he wasn't a knockout artist, now was he? And Frank Martin nickname is the Ghost for a reason. And Frank Martin fight with our team Haratinian, Coach Derek James was not happy because Frank Martin wasn't engaging like he was supposed to, and according to Derek James' mind. He wasn't going forward. He was being too cautious. Remember that? How soon we forget. X Factor, what's up, family? Remember, Coach Derek James was like, man, go get him. Go get him. Stop fighting on the back foot. Stop being cautious. Go get him. And in the late rounds, Frank Martin went and got him. But I didn't hear them say, I didn't hear Coach Calvin say, we don't like the Frank Martin fight because he don't engage. His nickname is the Ghost for a reason. I will say the Shakur Stevenson fight with Edwin De Los Santos, Shakur Stevenson didn't run against our team Haratinian. What are we talking about? When Shakur Stevenson just fought our team Haratinian, where did he run? When he fought Oscar Valdez, Where did he run? When he fought Yoshino, where did he run? When he fought Jamel Herring, where was the running? He has 2 fights where he was being defensive minded first against the fight with Nakatilia. His first fight with a guy that had that much power, and his fight with Edwin Dos Santos, where he clearly had a broken middle finger on his left hand. Now, I still, like I said, he still could have engaged more in those fights. Yes, I believe that. 1,000%. Shakur was not running against Oscar Valdez. What are you talking about? Being elusive and running is 2 different things. Running where? So if that's the case, right? Shakur was running against Oscar Valdez. So Tank was running against So Tank was running against Isaac Cruz? So was Tank Davis running from Isaac Cruz? Because he was using a lot of lateral movement. Victor Garcia, what's good? Which I applaud what I saw from Tank Davis. Eric Brown, what's good? 410 Juice, what's good? So Tank was running from Isaac Cruz? I thought Tank put on a masterclass performance against Isaac Cruz. I thought he put on a masterclass performance against Cuellar. Tank Davis didn't knock down Isaac Cruz. He didn't badly hurt Isaac Cruz, and he didn't knock him out. Lawrence Brazier, what's good? And Tank Davis was moving around the ring. So does that mean he was running? And Tank Davis had an injured hand in that fight. And y'all give him a pass for that? Nobody complained about that. The fight was exciting because Isaac Cruz was the aggressor and coming forward and was relentless. Robert Chandler, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Coach Malachi stated Tank only attribute over Shakur is power and nothing else. Do you agree? He believes Tank team are ready to push the agenda to their pro YouTube channels and making Core the scapegoat. Do I believe yes, that's the only advantage he has over Tank, over Shakur. Other than that, they all are they're equal across the board, in my opinion. I think no, they're not equal. Let me say this, right? Tank has the edge in power, and Shakur has the edge in defense. Tank can box, Shakur can box. Tank can use great footwork when he want to. Shakur can use great footwork when he want to. Tank can use lateral movement. Shakur can use lateral movement. Tank can fight on the back foot. Shakur can fight on the back foot. Tank can fight going forward. Shakur can fight going forward. Now, their attributes, their favorable attributes, meaning Tank's power, edge in power, and Shakur's edge in defense makes it look different. So Shakur can press you and can make you miss in the phone booth coming forward on the back foot and lateral. Tank is going to knock you out with his advantage. Elbow, what's up? He can knock you out going forward. He can knock you out laterally. He can knock you out on the back foot. That's their specialty, though. Everything else across the board, in my opinion, is even. They deliver it different. Does Tank have faster hands than Shakur? No, I think their hand speed is the same. Does Tank have a higher ring IQ than Shakur? No, I think their ring IQ is the same. Does Tank... now, these things are used differently. These things are used differently, okay? Tank has a great jab. He don't use it as much as Shakur uses his jab. So those are the little different things. Shakur uses his footwork more than Tank uses his footwork because Shakur's specialty is defense, make swimming without getting wet, making you miss in the phone booth. That's the difference. Tank is okay with you hitting him because he knows you can hit me. Tank is durable. Now, one thing I will say this: does who has a more sturdy chin? Now, by default, I have to give that to Tank. The reason I say by default is because I seen Tank take big punches. I never seen Shakur take a big punch because of Shakur's defense. So I know that Tank can take a big punch. I seen Shakur on Tank take a big punch. I seen Tank get blasted by Isaac Cruz. I seen Tank get hit with big punches from Mario Barrios. I seen Tank get hit clean by Frank Martin. I seen Tank get hit clean by Yuriokis Gamboa. Smacked him. Woo! Remember when Tank wasn't even looking and Gamboa teed off on him? Boom! Boom! And Tank didn't even budge. And then what's dude name that played itself? Dude that rocked Tank. No, and I'm not saying Tank was rocked. I'm saying he rocked him with a big punch. What was dude's name that rocked Tank and then tried to laugh and then Tank said haka haka? What was that dude name, man? What was dude name? Remember he laughed at Tank? Was that Nunez? Everyday Lifestyle, what's up? Remember that? When he caught Tank, boom, boom, and went to laugh and then Tank caught. Hey, I got a short that did like 1 million views on the short. When Tank caught him, and I said, when showboating goes wrong, when that dude started showboating and laugh, and Tank said, "Oh yeah, hey, bap, bap." That was Nunez, bro. That had to be one of the most historic, hilarious moments in boxing history. You talking about putting a carriage before the horse, talking about getting beyond yourself. Bro, he caught Tank, boom, boom, and laughed, and 2 seconds later, Tank said, "Here you go. Now, I took yours. Now, no diddy. I took yours. Now, let's see if you can take mine." Boom, boom. And that was all she wrote. That was all she wrote. So Tank don't mind taking a big punch. Because he knows he's durable. I'm going eat yours, no diddy. Boom, boom. Tank don't even budge when he gets hit. That's wild. Oh, it's straight B jumped in my car. Man. Get out. Tank don't even budge when he gets hit. When Gamboa teed off on him, he didn't even budge. He just ate it. No diddy. So I gotta say that Tank is more durable because I seen Tank get hit and take it clean. And another thing is an indication to me is that he's willing to take it. Where no diddy again. Big Ad, what's up? Where Shakur is very leery of getting hit. Now, obviously, nobody wants to get hit. Jay, what's up, baby boy? Right? James Lee, what's up? Nobody wants to get hit, right? But to me, I do feel like at times Shakur be a little more jittery and a little more willing to just stay out of range then Mari, to you, what's up, family? And that tells me I love you too, baby boy. I love you too. So that's like an indication to me, like, why are you so willing to? You're not. It's like is there's doubt in the back of his brain. You know what I'm saying? Did that make sense? Jalen, peace, bless, queen. Legacy defined. What's good? Does that make sense? Like there's doubt in the back of his brain. Like when you watch Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, when they engage or they get hit, they're not. Even Floyd, when Floyd stayed in the pocket, even Devin Haney, and we seen Devin Haney have noodle legs. Even when Devin Haney fought Ryan Garcia, like, yeah, it was a mistake, but he was confident in his chin. He was confident that he could take those punches, and Devin Haney kept getting dropped. It's like there's subconsciously Shakur. It's like subconsciously he's not confident he could take the punch, if that makes sense. Terrence is an animal, but even we seen Terrence rock. We seen Terrence rock by Gamboa. We seen Terrence rock by Igor Kavalauskas. He unofficially got knocked down. Aaron Menendez, what's up? So to me, it's like Shakur is not so willing to engage, right? It's like subconsciously, I feel like he's like he might have got hit in sparring, something, something happened where he's not so confident that he could take the punch. So he there's moments where he'll just get out the pocket, but then the thing that confuses me with that is that there's moments where when you watch Shakur against like what's his name, um uh um Jamel Herring, Yoshino, right? Oscar Valdez, like he'll stand right there, so that's just something. Judah 773 is good. Unknown, what's up? Yeah, Devin took pad punches, and I like what Roy Jones said. Remember, Roy Jones recently said Shakur Stevenson is misjudging distance a little bit, just by a little bit, and it's forcing him to be out of range to counter you because he's misjudging the distance just enough where when he make you miss, he can't counter you because he's a little too far away. You understand? And that makes sense. That makes sense. Jake Bell, what's up? Uh, we there's nothing to make of that. It's just injustice. I lived through that. Anybody, Harold Collins, what's up? Anybody knows me knows I lived through those types of injustices. I suffered those injustices in my actual life. My grandfather and my uncle, which was my grandfather's son. Ray Spacer, what's good? So I actually suffered losses due to injustices, situations just like that. Just like that. So I lived through that unfortunate pain and suffering. But he let his hands go against our team Haratinian. Kenneth Neal, appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I lived through that. I tell y'all a quick. Let me tell y'all something, right? Sam Beaver, what's up? This is a true story. My uncle was taken from us due to the same injustices. My grandmother and my aunt, which was his wife, they won the case against the law enforcement. They sued and they won the case. But this officer did not, he just lost his job. This officer I don't know if I could say the actual state, but he didn't go. Uh, uh, um, he didn't go to jail. He just lost his job. He lost his badge, and he lost. Um, and he had to go to like counseling, rehab, whatever. This is a true story I'm getting ready to tell y'all. He moved to another state. I don't believe I'm allowed to say the other state, so I won't say the other state. He moved to another state and committed the same crime. That's a true story, people. He moved to another state, committed the same crime. Now he's actually in prison in that state. Now, if they would have did the right thing and put him behind bars for what he did to my uncle, because we won the case. So clearly we proved that he was wrong. And we have videotape of it. So we won the case. And we have videotape of it. But if they would have put him behind bars, he wouldn't have been able to do that. So guess what? Somebody else suffered a same fate. Somebody else's family in another place. This time he got placed behind bars because he wasn't law enforcement. But he was a bounty hunter. How was that possible? That's all true. Yusuf Little, what's up? That's all true. So that family reached out to my grandmother, who helped them, obviously. He took her son. So my grandmother helped them. And guess what? Obviously, they was more compensated than my grandmother because they knew what he was capable of from when he did it the first time. That's all true. So I lived that. To answer the brother that said, what's my thoughts on that? I lived it. So I ain't even got to tell you. I tell you my thoughts on it? Because I lived it. So that tells you everything you need to know. So with that said, right, this is a major fight. That needs to happen ASAP. And again, so I was answering the brother. He said he believed that they're gonna make Shakur Stevenson the fall guy, the scapegoat, right? Yes, that's why I'm doing this video, to tell you guys, right? When they're talking about money, his ticket sales, the money he don't generate, he's boring, bro. What tickets did, let me ask you all a question. What tickets did Frank Martin sell? What tickets did Frank Martin sell? How much of a draw was he, Frank Martin? Now, I understand this. This is what I understand. That they saying, well, the difference is Frank Martin wasn't asking for a boatload of money. I understand that. I get that. I get that. The difference is Frank Martin is not trying to break the bank. But also, too, you got to look at this. Frank Martin ain't accomplished as Shakur Stevenson. I get that they'll say, well, Lomachenko wasn't trying to break the bank. Well, Lomachenko has never valued that in his entire career. And Shakur Stevenson is just as accomplished as Lomachenko is. Because again, like I told you guys, right? I thought that Shakur Stevenson beat Robisi Ramirez in the Olympics. He should be Olympic gold medalist. Ali Talib, what's good? I thought that Shakur Stevenson beat Robisi Ramirez, and he should be the Olympic gold medalist. Jonah Duran, he said, put your money against Tank and you'll be sorry. Well, that goes for anything in life. You only saying that because Tank knockout power. That's the only reason you're saying that. Paula Lola, blessings to you, Queen. The only reason you're saying that is because Tank has knockout power. That's it. That's all. No more, no less. You're not saying it for anything other than Tank has knockout power. And just because you quote unquote deem a fighter boring, right? Then stop him from being boring. Cut the ring off and knock him out. And furthermore, Dago Rock, what's good? If Shakur Stevenson never engages with Gervonta Tank Davis, and Shakur Stevenson simply runs around the ring without a plan, excessively, then he's going to lose and you don't have to worry about it anyway. Make this make sense. He's going to lose anyway then. So why do you care? WJM3, what's up? RDE Bebe, what's up? If Shakur uses excessive movement, runs around the ring, and doesn't engage, well, he's going to lose. He's going to lose. And if you believe in Tank's abilities, like I believe that man's abilities is bar none, then if he do engage, then he's going to get the knockout. So why are you concerned with Shakur Stevenson lack of excitement? Because let me explain something to y'all. Frank Martin wasn't standing his ground at all. He was pot shotting and getting out the way. So much so that there was one point in the fight where Tank flinched at him, and Tank had to be like 3 feet away from him, and he flinched and did like this and ran out the way. That's a highlight. That's actually a highlight. So let's not act like Frank Martin was just sitting in the pocket with him the entire fight, because he wasn't. He was trying to escape when he got knocked out. He would stop, throw combinations, bang, 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 and then get up out of there. Shakur Stevenson does the same thing. So what are you talking about? When Shakur just fought our team Haritinian, he was standing right there throwing combinations. He went to the body. He threw combination punches. Same thing. But you know. See, here's the thing. Y'all know his abilities is different than Frank Martin. His defense and his reaction and his experience is different than Frank Martin's. That's where the concern comes in. Jonathan 97, what's good? See, let me show y'all the difference. You never heard them say Frank Martin is boring and don't want to engage, because they knew eventually Frank Martin would make a mistake. They knew eventually Frank Martin would make a mistake and be there a little bit too long and get clipped. Just like he did. Just like I told you he would. I said that Tank is going to knock Frank Martin out in the 7th round. He knocked him out in the 8th. Because I said that eventually Frank Martin is going to make a mental mistake. Hacks, what's good? Because Frank White, what's up? Because I knew Frank Martin was eventually going to make a mental mistake because he's never been on that level. So sooner or later, the pressure was going to burst pipes. Just like Tank did with Hector Garcia. Hector Garcia started dropping his hands standing in front of Tank. What? He said Shakur don't have power for Tank for him to get knocked out. And Frank Martin and Lomachenko does? They have more knockout power than Shakur Stevenson? Because when and where? Because you can't point to one highlight, because when I point to a highlight with Devin Haney, y'all be like, that was one fight. You don't give Devin Haney credit for it. You say, that was one fight. Devin Haney got knockout of the year. Well, that was only one fight. That was only one fight. That's what I'm saying. So what special knockout power does Lomachenko have? Ahun Carbonado said Kenny got a male don't go that he believes. He's supposed to believe. That's his trainer, John Doe, what's up? If my longtime trainer who been training me since I was 5 years old don't believe in me, nah, I don't want him there. He been training Tank for 25 years. Think about that. He done helped raise, advise, and train Tank for 25 years. He's supposed to believe that. Jerron Smith, what's good? Said, who said he don't believe in him? Coach Calvin don't believe, because he said, I don't like this fight. He wants the Isaac Cruz fight. He want to make the Isaac Cruz fight. He don't like this fight. Yeah, 900 million. That's woof. Man, Turkey Al Sheik putting it out there, ain't he? Turkey Al Sheik putting it out there, ain't he? Because that just made the fight intriguing. Because if I'm AJ or either one of them, I'm going for it. Oh, 37 money. This Tank is going to knock Shakira out. Okay. 3 versus 4, 179. What's up? Cruz is more exciting fight. Why? Because he's predictable. So because he's predictable, that makes him more exciting. And you've seen it already. You've seen it already. Jonah Duran said Isaac Cruz is way more dangerous. Okay, let me ask you a question. Did you, Jonah Duran? See, this is what I try to tell you guys. We got to start using our common sense. You said he's way more dangerous. Cool. Did you see Tank Davis and him fight? Yes or no? Okay, you saw them fight. Okay. Did you see Tank Davis hurt? Yeah, I believe Devin will be back in 2025. Did you see Tank Davis hurt? KCG was good. .660 Duke, what's up? No. Did you see Tank on the canvas? KCG was good. You didn't see Tank on the canvas either, did you? Mr. Boxing Fanatics, what's up? So you didn't see Tank knocked out. You didn't see him hurt badly. You didn't see him on the canvas at any point in time. So how you know he's a way more dangerous fight than Shakur? Based off of what? His style? Well, you already seen his style against an injured Tank Davis. Tank Davis was injured. Tank Davis is a natural southpaw, unlike Lomachenko and Shakur. He's a natural southpaw, which means that's his natural power hand. His natural power hand was injured. So his natural power hand was injured. So against an injured Tank Davis, Tank still beat what you deem to be a dangerous fighter 9 rounds to 3 with one hand. So yet you witnessed it. You saw Tank in the ring with Isaac Cruz. You know he had a hand injury. You saw him win 9 rounds to 3 at least. He didn't hit the canvas. He didn't get knocked out. He wasn't badly hurt. So how's he way more dangerous? When you actually saw them in the ring. You ain't never seen Shakur in the ring with Tank. How you know what the outcome gonna be? You automatically assume because people told you Tank, Shakur ain't got no power. Just like people automatically assume that Floyd Mayweather is going to get knocked out by Diego Corrales, and they thought it was no way on this green earth that Floyd Mayweather was going to knock out Diego Corrales. He dropped him 5 times and stopped him. They said Floyd Mayweather's too small. They said he don't hit hard enough. They said he's not a knockout artist. They said he was boring. He was the underdog against Diego Corrales, who came in with all these knockouts, similar to Tank. And Floyd Mayweather went in there and absolutely destroyed Diego Corrales, the late, great, legendary Diego Corrales. Dropped him 5 times and stopped him. Ain't nobody saw that. Nobody on this green earth thought there would be any way that that would be the outcome. If anybody was getting knocked out, it was going to be Floyd. But on the contrary, the opposite happened. Hack's brother in the super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said these fans are full of LOL. They'll come up with any excuse for why the best shouldn't fight each other, but never object to fighting inferior comp. All facts. Donnie D 1954 Triple OG. What's up? David Freeman, what's good? He said Blue is no different from you assuming. I didn't assume anything. That was just my pick. I didn't assume anything. Not so smart guy. I just gave my opinion of who and how I think the fight will happen. And I didn't assume anything because I said it's a 50-50 fight that I could see Tank winning. Pay attention, is free. But I know for you it's the most free, expensive thing in the world. Because you just simply a detractor. So what are you talking about? I didn't assume anything. I just gave you my opinion of who I think going to win the fight. I didn't assume anything. And you didn't even see the fight. Did you see Devin and Tank Davis fight? So how would you know? You see how silly this sounds? You see how silly this sounds? Did you ever see Tank and Devin fight? So how could my assumption be wrong? Bro, goodbye. Go sit at the kiddie table, brother. What are you talking about? Now he's talking about, oh, don't get mad and insult me. What? I just said I didn't assume anything. You didn't see Devin and Tank fight. So how can my assumption be wrong? In order for me to be wrong by what you said, I assumed it and I was wrong, then that means Tank knocked out Devin. And when did you see them fight? You never did. So what are you talking about? And I never said that it was 100% foregone conclusion that anybody was going to beat Tank. I just said that they have the style that can offset what he does great. I didn't assume anything. What are you talking about? Can't make this stuff up. It's just like you assume Devin could beat Tank. Why? Because he lost to Ryan Garcia, that means he can't beat Tank? So assume what? Because first and foremost, the triangle theory in the sport of boxing doesn't even work. So just because you saw him lose to Ryan don't mean he's going to lose to Tank. So the person assuming is you. You assuming because he lost to Ryan Garcia that he's going to lose to Tank. Archie Claxton, what's up? You see how that works? I didn't assume anything. I just gave you an opinion on what I think the outcome would be. I didn't assume anything. And just like I said, Tank has an extremely strong chance to win the fight himself. So what are you talking about? I didn't assume anything. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. I'm pretty sure people assumed that Vernon Forrest was going to beat Ricardo Mayorga because Vernon Forrest beat Shane Mosley twice. I'm pretty sure people assumed that because the way Vernon Forrest beat Shane Mosley that he was just going to beat Ricardo Mayorga twice. And their assumption was very wrong because Ricardo Mayorga beat the brakes off of the late, great Vernon Forrest. And I'm pretty sure then, because people assume because Mayorga beat Vernon Forrest and Vernon Forrest beat Shane Mosley, I'm pretty sure people assumed that Mayorga was going to beat Shane Mosley. And guess what? Shane Mosley beat Mayorga and knocked him out twice. So how you like that? So I don't assume anything in boxing. And just because you saw Ryan Garcia do it to Devin Haney, that don't mean Tank is going to, you assuming that's going to be the case. That's your assumption. This moron said that Vernon Forrest and Shane Mosley ain't on Tank level. Goodbye. I'm not even putting you in timeout. I'm blocking you altogether. Do not come back here. Don't pass go. Don't do anything on this channel. Goodbye. This dude said Shane Mosley ain't on Tank Davis level. Goodbye. Goodbye. Vernon Forrest and Shane Mosley, goodbye. You don't even deserve a seat at the kiddie table. You have to be deleted all the way. You don't even deserve a seat at the kiddie table. You don't even deserve a seat at the kiddie table. KCG, salute. Michael Smith, what's up? Nah, he don't even deserve no dino nuggets, no sippies, nothing. Nothing. Let him go fend for himself. Don't know nothing about boxing. These people, it's amazing to me. These people know nothing about boxing. Nothing. This can only go in only in boxing can we have these types of thought patterns. Fast hands, Prime Mayweather versus Prime Tommy Hearns. It's a great fight, man. I'm not betting against Floyd because I've seen boxers get Tommy trouble. Marcus Warren, you can't make this stuff up. Mr. Boston Facts said, LOL, we blocking people for having an opinion. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Boston Facts. Is that opinion or is that just stupidity? Is that an opinion or is that just plain old stupidity? Do you think, Mr. Boston Facts, that Tank Davis is Shane Mosley and Vernon Forrest is not on Tank Davis level? What are you talking about? That sounds ridiculous. That sounds correct to you? Does Shane Mosley and Vernon Forrest are not on Tank Davis level? Is that an opinion, brother? Three states below. What's good? Imagine me saying this. Hey, man, you know what, man? Shh, Magic Johnson, he ain't on Michael Jordan and LeBron level. What? Oh, man, Dan Marino, he ain't on Tom Brady and Joe Montana level. Frank White, that's not even young buck knowledge. That's just simply casual people that don't know nothing about the sport of boxing, that are just fanatics for one fighter. They got their pom-poms out, $10 Walmart sneaker wearing, lollipop sucking, fanatics. You gonna tell me that Shane Mosley, who's arguably the greatest lightweight ever, some got Shane Mosley the greatest lightweight ever. You gonna tell me he ain't on Tank level? Just sounds silly. And you don't deserve to talk boxing with me. You have no clue who Vernon Forrest is. That just sounds utterly ridiculous. That's not an opinion. That's stupidity. He said, bro, he probably didn't know who they were. Okay, cool. So let me stop you right there. If you don't know, again, like I said, stupidity and ignorance is contagious. If you don't know who somebody is, then how can you make a bold statement by saying they're not on his level? That's not an opinion. Once again, that's ignorance and stupidity, isn't it? I'm asking for a friend. You said you trying to justify it by saying, bro, he probably didn't know who they was. Well, whose fault is that? He's supposed to educate himself before he publicly make a statement, right? I'm not into painting. So imagine me walking into I'm not into painting, but I'm aware of who Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, and Raphael. I know who they are. You know why? Because of the Ninja Turtle movies and the Ninja Turtle cartoons. I'm not into paintings. I don't know nothing about paintings. I don't know the value of paintings. None of that. That's not my thing. I'm not into that. right? So now imagine this. Now imagine this, right? So I walk into a art gallery and somebody say, "Hey, you see this Louis da Vinci painting?" And I'm be like, "Man, he trash. He ain't better than Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Raphael." What you think they're gonna respond to me and say? You know what they're gonna respond to me and say? I sound silly to them. I sound ridiculous. Now, do you think I can turn around to them and be like, "Well, that's my opinion," and they say, "Well, do you know who Da Vinci is?" And I'll be like, "Nah, don't know who he is." Do you think they view it as my opinion at that point in time? Or they're gonna look at me and be like, "This dude is very uneducated," and they don't want me to be in their circle. Daryl Brown, what's up? Now, it's one thing if I walked in the circle and be like, "Hey, bro, I think Tank Davis is the greatest lightweight ever," and then somebody say, "Hey, nah, he ain't better than Shane Mosley," and I don't know who Shane Mosley is or Vernon Forrest. Now, at that point in time, I'm supposed to say, "You know what? I don't know who they are. I never really truly got to watch them, but you know what I'm saying? I just think I got to educate myself on it." But for me to make a bold statement, say, "Man, they ain't on his level," that just sounds silly. And it lets me know where you come from. And I'm not talking about your place of upbringing and living. I'm talking about your mentality. I'm a UFC casual. I'm one of the biggest casual UFC. Texan 254 was good. Now I once was educated in the UFC. I used to love Anderson Silva. I used to love Ken Shamrock, Tito Ortiz, the Huntington Beach bad boy. You know, that era. That era, I used to watch it all the time. Today's era of UFC and MMA, I don't watch. I'll watch if John Jones fights, I'll watch it. If Conor McGregor's fighting, my nephew is educated in UFC. So Conor McGregor fights sometimes and he'd be like, "Hey, Conor McGregor's fighting this person." I don't know who the other person is. I have no clue. But now imagine me telling my nephew, "Man, that dude trash. He ain't on Conor McGregor level." My nephew gonna look at me, "What? What'd you say?" "Man, that dude trash. He ain't on Conor McGregor level." Because I don't know who the dude is. It just sounds ridiculous. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're choosing not to educate yourself. It sounds like you're a fanatic and a fanboy, and you don't want to. You just only picking it. You only said that because you're a Tank Davis fan. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Can Jake Paul be a great boxer? I don't think Jake Paul has any plans to be a great boxer. I think he just has plans to just uh, uh, defying the odds. It's not like he's trying to build a legacy and be a great boxer. That's not what he's trying to do. That's not his game plan. He's just looking to define, you know, what people say he can't do. That's all. That's it. That's all. I don't know. I don't know what he on. Jake is a novice. That he's a popular novice. That's what Jake Paul is. He's an extremely popular novice. That's it. So again, you know, so I just wanna I get fed up. Peace be free. What's up? Uh uh um Jalil Hunter, duh, you're a Tank fan, you're gonna pick Tank. That's common sense. You don't have common sense. Goodbye. Go sit at the kiddie table again. Go sit at the kiddie table. Go sit at the kiddie table. Once again. So anyway, back to regular scheduled programming. So, you know, I can't stand this false narrative that we push in the sport of boxing. Oh, a guy got to be exciting. A guy got to sell these tickets. A guy got to be a draw in order for the best to fight the best. That's nonsense. It's pure and utter nonsense. That's what it is. It's pure, unadulterated nonsense. That's it. That's all. Oh, this fighter don't sell. This fighter is boring. This fighter ain't a draw. This fighter ain't make this much money. This fighter, man, come on, man, knock it off already. Giovanni Walker, what's good? Knock it off already. Knock it off already. Knock it off already. Mr. Boston Fanatic. Bro, we have hardcore Boston fans and casual fans. You know this, boo. So why not educate, dog, since you feel you know Boston so well? Because at the end of the day, it's that man opinion. First and foremost, great brother, I am educating. It's up to you to want to receive the education. That's number one. Number two, I don't think I know boxing. I know boxing. I've been in and around the sport of boxing since I was a little kid. So that's number two. I'm a hardcore boxing fan. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing before I'm a fan of a fighter. I've been a fan of boxing before Tank Davis was even born. I've been a fan of boxing before Tank Davis was born. So I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. I'm a fan of fighters second. You can go to a school and go to a classroom, sit in the class, and the teacher can be trying to teach you, and you're not open to being taught. You have to be willing to receive it. It's similar to me. When I'm talking to Kurt Anderson, or when I listen to Stony B Man, when I go purposely. I go purposely and watch Abijah Johnson. What's good? I purposely go to channels and watch boxing simply to educate myself. I go and rewatch Rummy's Corner. I humble myself. When my brother, I call this, now listen to this. Michael Smith, what's good? You'll hear this. What have I been calling myself and us as media members? Black Media Role. Let me say it to you again. Paul Ruffin, what's up? I refer to as Black Media Role. Why? Because this wave of us as media members in the sport of boxing, they want to block it out. You got Dante Bossa Nation. He calls it new media. Ego call it new media, right? I call it black media's role in reference to the black murderers' role, the boxes that were blocked out, right? So I'm well aware of those fighters from Murderers Row, the Black Murderers Row, right? But guess what? Champside, shouts out to Champside, he did a documentary on them, and guess what I did? I don't go there and be like, man, I'm better than Champside, I'm bigger than Champside, or I'm on the same level as Champside. No, guess what I did? I humbled myself. I went to Champside's channel, and I watched the entire documentary. I didn't challenge Champside. I didn't go up there and be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about, man. You don't know. No. The Hurt Bending, what's up, family? Joe Townsend, what's up, family? No, I went to Champside. Black Mac 1978, what's up? I went to Champside channel. Guess what? I literally was eating white popcorn, white cheddar popcorn. Literally. White cheddar popcorn. And I was sitting there and I was watching Champside. Literally. I go watch the documentaries that Rummy's Corner puts out there. I go and watch them. Yeah, Champside got it up. I go and watch them. So guess what I do? I go and educate myself. I'm not out here trying to tell you, hey man, you don't know what you're talking about because it's my favorite fighter. Hen Dog the Fearless One, what's good? Ramon Yahoo said, hey Blue, what does this title mean? It means exactly what I said. They are concerned, or overly concerned, with the style of Shakur Stevenson. Rummy's Corner got some of the best documentaries on history, the linealship, the first belt, how the belts came about. Man, I go watch all of that and educate myself. I mean, Khalid, what's up? That's what I do. I go and educate myself before I come on here and just claim something to y'all and don't know nothing I'm talking about. Jug Money, what's up? So it's not my opinion. So imagine me going to Rummy's Corner or Champside. No, they ain't part of this. They ain't this. They ain't that. And just because I like Floyd Mayweather. What are you talking about? Be quick to listen and slow to speak. That's what I am. Quick to listen and slow to speak. And I don't mind standing corrected when I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll just be like, man, I was wrong. Let me stand corrected. Period. So therefore, right? So therefore, if I'm wrong, I'll just be like, man, I was wrong about that. Period. So when you come here talking about, well, he's supposed to pick that, that's his favorite. Man, what are you talking about? Be a fan of the sport of boxing first. Wall Street Bible said, bro, you dress like Javante. How can I dress like somebody that's 20 years younger than me? No, he dressed like me. I've been dressing, I've been doing this thing from Harlem. I'm from Harlem, bro. I'm from Hempstead. What you mean? I ain't never dressed like nobody. I'm a trendsetter. I don't know what you talking about. No, I don't dress like him. He dressed like me, and I don't wear the stuff he wear. So how could I be dressed like him, brother? What you mean? My mama been dressing me the way I dress. I get busy with this dressing. I get busy with this dressing since since I came out the womb, brother. You understand me? The teacher, this is all facts. The teachers used to tell my mother, hey, you should dress him down a bit. You got him too dressed up. And it's insulting the other kids around you. Because my mother was a hustler. That's all facts. My mother worked the post office in the Empire State Building and got busy, amongst other things. She was out here. My mother used to dress me sometimes. I used to go to school in three-piece suits. What is you talking about? Jed Daniels, what's good? You don't know what you talking about. I've been wearing butter Timbs before Tank Davis was born. My hair was braided before Tank Davis was born. I changed up my style. What you talking about? Ali Haroon said, where you from? I'm from Harlem, 155th Harlem River Drive Colonial Projects, and I'm from Hempstead, the 11550, Long Island. Salute to Hempstead, the 11550, and salute to Harlem. That's where I'm from. That's my roots. And if you know anything, Hempstead is the Harlem of Long Island. I'm just saying. Literally. I was wearing British Walkers in kindergarten. All facts. I had Shirlings when I was in first grade. I'm not lying to you. My mother had me dressed in Shirlings in the first grade. Shirlings. Y'all know what Shirling coats is? Leather bombers. I had a royal blue leather bomber when I was in the 5th grade. All facts, with fur, with blue fur on it. I was in the 5th grade. I'm not lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Anybody know me can tell you that. I had a royal blue leather bomber with royal blue fur on it in the 5th grade. Darren Harrison said, who cares? Your significant other. That's who cares. So you should pay attention. The breakdown, what's good? You see, they get mad when they try to press you, and then you press back. He said, your mom. Yeah, my mom is she's her. So that's not an insult. She's her. Believe that. Oh, my mom been out. Man, listen, man. Robert Chandler, my brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said if Kerr doesn't get the Tank fight and Zepeda won't fight him as his mandatory, what should he do? Ain't nothing he could do. Ain't nothing he could do. He got to try to get the Dennis Baranchik fight, something of that magnitude. That's the only thing he could do, man. Period. See, my mom, he thought that saying something about my mother was going to affect me. My mother's well, and my mother had me dressed and had me, bruh, that don't affect me at all. But what does affect you is not knowing where your significant other is at night. Now, you better pay attention. I know where my mama is at night. Jaleel Hunter, goodbye. I gave you multiple opportunities. Just goodbye. Go away. The breakdown, what's up? Goodbye. Just go away. This dude talking about, you just get mad. Look, this bro, why are you talking about Devin Haney? I mean, what did Devin Haney? I don't know what Devin did to you dudes, man. He come here talking about Devin Haney. You get mad when people pick Tank over Devin Haney. No, I didn't. Never did. Me and my brother Hoodrich got a friendly wager. So how could I be mad? Make it make sense, man. You get mad when people pick Tank over Devin. Hood Rich, me and Hood Rich got a handshake on Devin versus Tank, and he picking Tank. So how am I mad? And it's my brother. So what are you talking about? Y'all gotta start making this make sense, man. Y'all gotta start making this make sense, man. You ain't even a Tank Davis fan. You just a Devin Haney detractor. See, there's the difference. You don't even like Tank Davis. You just a Devin Haney detractor. You just don't like Devin Haney, man. Yeah, because you see. Man, goodbye. Anyway, man, that's my time, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding your boy Blue down, and showing me love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. Hood Rich, I got you, family. Matter of fact, I got you, family. I got you, family. Yes, sir. So salute to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Much love to each and every one of y'all. I see y'all tomorrow. Hey, listen, tomorrow we're gonna come on early. Probably gonna come on at like 9 in the morning, man. What y'all think about that? It's gonna be super early because um I gotta take my son out tomorrow. So it'll be super early in the morning, man. So yeah, it'll be like 9 in the morning. Or it might be in the evening. Yeah. We're gonna see how it play out. Hood, you already know, family. You already know. You already know, family. Much love to y'all, man. So we'll be Jed Daniel salute. I think Tim TV 212 was good. I'll put it in the because it might be too early in the morning. I'll see, man. But salute to each and every one of y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm going. Peace.